Hey everybody, it's Rory from ANSgear. We're upstairs with the brand new HK Alpha Air bottles. And these bottles are bananas when it comes to size and weight. You have to check these things out. Right now, from what I can tell in the bottles that we have here, these are the lightest, smallest bottles that are on the market. I've been running that Empire bottle for a while, that ultralight Empire bottle. I thought that was the lightest bottle that was going on, but these are even smaller and lighter than that one. So let's look at these bottles. There's two different versions of it. So there's the Alpha Air, which is this one right here. And then there's the Alpha Air Doom, which is this one right here. We've seen the Doom bottles before. It has the skull on it. You can check that out right there. That's the Doom bottle. And then the Alpha Air bottle right here. All of the finishes on these bottles, they are all a matte finish right here. So there's no gloss like gel coat over the top of them. They're matte finish. And the silk screening, the printing on them is perfect. It is crisp. The lines are clean on it. It looks great. So aside from the looks, which is fantastic on these, it's really about the size and the weight of these bottles right here. So at the moment of shooting this video, we have two sizes in. We have the 68 and the 48 with the 77s en route to come in, and we'll talk about those when they finally do make it in. But the 68s are here, the 48s are in front, and then they have their new version of their standard 4500 regulator, standard output of 800 psi, and they're calling it the HP8 regulator, high pressure 800 psi regulator. So we'll look at that one in a minute too. We'll just compare it to the old version of that. But right now we're going to just kind of look at the bottles themselves. And we'll start with the 68. We'll compare it to the other 68s that I have up here, which would be the 68 Aerolite Extra Light right there, and then just the Aerolite bottle right here. So we've got both of those that we're going to put it up against. And then we've also got the Aerolite 48 as well. So we got one of those to take a look at as well. So let's start with the 68s. I'm going to kind of slide a little bit of these out of the way so we got a little bit more room to work with here. Move you boys over to this side. You boys ever been to Mexico? All right, let's move these rigs just to the side right now. So we're going to start with this one. I think this is my favorite looking one right here. This is Surge. This is the black and green. I love the green color on it. I like the matte finish on it. So here it is, 68. And we'll go up against, we'll start with this one. So here's the standard 68 Aerolite bottle. I'm just going to stand these next to each other. Look at that. Look at that bottle difference right there. It's crazy. The size difference between these is crazy. And these look like a little bit bigger, a little bit more like wide boys right here, but they're not that much wider. If we put this in front of that one and we kind of take a look at it, it is a little bit wider, but not by much right there. Let's get some weights between the two of them right here. So we've got our scale. Boop. Here we go. Sure, we got some zeros. We do. So this right here, that is 2 pounds, 1.4 ounces. 2 pounds, 1.4. This is 1 pound, 9.7. I said 2.1, that's 1.9. So that's 7, 8, that's a half a pound right there. Half pound difference on that. 1.9 to, or 1 pound 9, going to 1 pound 16 would be 2 pounds. So we've got 7 ounces there. So 6 really, because we're at 9.7. And then 1.4. So just, that's a half pound. Half pound difference right there. That's bananas. And just look at, I mean, look at that. That's crazy. Let's go up against the Extra Light. Which is even slightly heavier, it looks like, than this one. 2 pounds, 1.4. 2 pounds, 4.3. So that one's even heavier right there. And so we're over a half a pound difference on that one. And look at that. Look at the difference right there. I'm going to turn these so everybody can see that says 68 on there. 6845, 6845. Bananas. Bananas. It's so nice to hold these bottles in your hand right there because you can feel it. You can feel the difference. All right, let's go up against these ones. So let's stand these next to each other. We'll go 48 Doom, 48 Aerolite right there. Again, giant difference. 1 pound, 12.3. 1 pound, 8.2. So that's a quarter of a pound difference right there. 1.8 to 112.3, quarter pound. Got a quarter pounder. That's like a whole burger right there. Quarter pounder difference right there in weight. So you can just see, visually you can see the difference right there. And then physically you can see the difference with the weights. They're night and day lighter than the original style bottles right there. Crazy. And then we've got here, let's look at this. This is a monster can right here. You can go up the difference right there. Not a big difference. Not a big difference. 1.2, 1.9, 7. So this is under a half pound lighter, or under a half pound heavier, I guess, right there, to a monster can. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Anywho, let's look at some rigs. So I've got one of the older versions of the reg. So this was the standard HK reg right here. And then we've got the newer version, the HP8. So what they've done is they've kept the, let me see if I can get this off of here easily without making a big to-do out of it. So they've kept the dual O-ring at the top, which I think is great. They've fancied up the top bonnet. They've put some cuts in it right there. And they've put this rubber ring around there that says, you know, H high pressure 4500 on there. Slightly smaller gauge. So they've gone with like a micro gauge, a tinier gauge even compared to the small gauge that was on it before. Same burst disc position, same fill nipple position, same pin setup on the top right there. Hasn't changed the length of the threaded section in any way. They're kind of just, it's just a redesign, a freshen up of the regulator, the HP8 regulator right there. Crazy, crazy. If the visual, the striking visual difference between these bottles and the other version of it doesn't sell you right away, the weight should. Get on the website, check these bottles out. Brand new air bottles, Alpha Air bottles. 68s, 48s, 77s are on the way. Different colors, different shapes between the two sizes. And then the Doom and the Alpha Air. Come on down, check them out in the showroom. Come out if you can come on down. Get them on the website. Look at all the options that we have. You can get them with a bunch of different regulators. The setup, there's tons of different options on it, but you need to check these bottles out. Brand new Alpha Air and Alpha Air Doom bottles from HK. Get yours today at ANSgear.com.